Hey y'all, hey. Welcome to my channel. My name is Miss Parker, and this is Back to the Basics. How have you been, my loves? I know it's like far in between. I heard something about October being um, vlog month. Vlog month. We're supposed to be logging all month, something like that. I don't know. I wouldn't, like I said on my last video, I'm definitely going to try to make sure that I am bringing you guys more and more content. I apologize. I may not have taken it as serious as I am now. So here we go. Because at first, I mean, like I said, this channel is just highlighting content, but things that you already know. So for me, it was like, oh, you know, because I do a lot of research, and so especially for certain topics that I'm deemed are very serious and really need to be expressed in a certain way. And so I will do research and notes. As you see, this is a topic today. I have my notes today. So I'm not coming off the dome. So I think with that comes a lot of time and just being willing to find that time. But I know I'm gonna have to prioritize my life to make sure and ensure that I am being conducive to this work and getting the message out, right? Okay. So today's topic is do parents really love their children? Let's talk about it. Like, you know, I can remember listening to Pastor Dow. He was speaking on women and men and them not really loving their children because of the examples that you're supposed to be setting for your children, or things that you're supposed to be doing. Like, God has ordained you to walk in a certain light, and if nothing else, you're doing it. You know, are you doing it? You should do that for your children. If nothing else, to show them how they're supposed to be brought up and raised so that they can be successful in life, right? So the reason I say, do we love our children, is because I think that we tend, as human beings, as adults, focus more on ourselves, and which is supposed to be. But when you have a child, that energy and all of that is supposed to go to the child. That's why I really and truly believe you're not really supposed to be getting married, not really supposed to be having children without getting married. It's just causes all type of issues and problems. And not to say that if you do have a baby, you know, with your husband, you are married and have a baby, not to say that you can't get a divorce and things go astray, but you're less likely to split versus someone who isn't married and you guys are just in a relationship and end up having a baby, right? So, excuse me, my topic today is a serious one. I don't, and I'm gonna talk to my ladies. I think that more often than not, most men are more aware of this than women. But it still happens with the men as well. It's just not at a higher percentage rate. But definitely my women, because I think we tend to, because of the fear of being alone after we've had children and broke up with the children's father, that we tend to get into another relationship, and or we're looking for stepfathers, and we're getting back into the dating market pretty fast. I want to talk to my moms, my single mothers, and to plead with you guys to ask the right questions. I remember listening to the Lapeef show, and they had a question on, do women screen men really well? Like, are you doing? No, the question was, if someone was to do a background check on you, is that a red flag? Now, for me, I mean, it all depends. It's analytical things that can kind of go along with it. Like, but that's neither here nor there. For me, I don't think women are doing enough background checks. I don't think women are doing enough asking the right questions when these men are entering their lives and entering their children's lives. And so I just want to, this is going to be a very short video. I really just want to lay some statistic facts with you ladies, because again, I just want to be able to spark a conversation, spark a thought, you know, and begin to hopefully inspire somebody to want to do the work, to change, to do what they need to do, right? So it is statistically greater potential for instability in homes when adults and children have no biological connection residence. And what that really and truly means is the children are spiritually connected to the father and the mother. Now, I'm not saying that some blended families can't come in, because we know there are some very small percentage of blended families that have worked well, thrived, have gotten it together. If you are trying to enter into a blend or want a blended family, I suggest that you talk to them to ask, how did that work? What were the things that you needed to get through, get over? What worked, what didn't work, right? Like I said, make no mistake, I'm not speaking to all blended families. Some families thrive very well. But child sexual abuse is 40 times more likely to happen when single partners find new partners. Physical child abuse is 50 times more likely to happen when a partner finds a new partner. See, again, I know it's kind of hard to believe that a person that you love, that truly loves you, is incapable of loving your child, because you feel that that child is a part of you, that this man is supposed to accept your child and love your child. But the reason the man doesn't is because the child isn't connected to him. Most men, let me not say men in general, most men. The reason why most men don't is because the child isn't connected to them. Most men are aware of this and will try, if they want to have the blended family, will try to build a connection with the child. But more oftentimes than not, they're not, because they're really dealing with the adult in the relationship. They're not really dealing with the children. And so because of that, it may be difficult to love that child. And not to say, like, because, we're all supposed to love everybody. I'm not negating any of that. But we're strictly talking about loving this child enough to care for this child, to protect this child, to provide for this child, to profess this child. So things like that we would all want, but it's not always warranted, okay? Oh, technical difficulties. And I didn't even edit it out. How about that? So we're going to keep it going. 93% of children who are victims of sexual abuse know their abusers, whether it's friends, partners, family members, community members. 70% of sexual assaults occur to children under 17. 1 in 4 girls and 1 in 6 boys have been molested, sexually assaulted before the age of 18. More than 1/3 of women who have reported being raped also experience rape as an adult. That's very, very important for you guys to know as well. 90% who sexually abuse children are males. 76% of 76% are men or males. 76% who are sexually abused children are abused by adults. Okay. Females 16 through 19 are 4 more times likely to be victims of rape, molestation, and sexual assault. And that's another thing too for my ladies that have girls. And I'm not negating boys, because boys are now coming out reportedly saying that they have been, and all of these are just those that have been reported. We all know the families that have had situations where it wasn't reported, where it was swept under the rug. And so these are just reports. These are just those that had the courage to come forward and report it, right? And or it was caught by CPS or something like that, okay? For my daughters, one thing you really want to find a man that has a connection, a spiritual connection with your children, because as your child gets older and she's a woman and she's becoming a woman, from a young adult to a woman, that man may develop some sexual feelings for her. He may be having a sexual attraction to her. And it's no fault to his own, because this is not his seed. So, of course, he doesn't feel guilty being attracted to her. You understand? And in all times in history, men date younger women. Men like younger women. It's the big talk on, KS and all the red pill content. They want younger men, younger women, younger women. So this is why I plead with my sisters, because when you have a girl, you want to try to protect her as much as possible. Now I'm going to give you some signs and some things to watch out for, okay? And then you'll be able to recognize these red flags as well. When this is how they groom the kids to get ready for sexual assault and sexual abuse. Special attention, giving extra special attention to a child, taking them out on outings, giving them extra gifts, isolating a child from others. And all of this is a combination. We're not talking that they just do this, just special attention, outing and gifts, and then that's it. We're talking all of this as a combination. Isolating a child from others, like, oh, you in trouble, so you got to go over there. But he can't tell you why she in trouble, but she in trouble. You see what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Failing the child's unmet needs. Like you may have said you can't do something for the child, and then here he comes in to save the day, but that's undermining your authority as the parent as well. You see what I'm saying? Filling needs and roles within the family, treating the child as if he or she is older. Whenever you see a man treating your child like they're older than what they really are, they're viewing them as they're older. So pay attention. Then the use of secrecy, blames, threats to maintain control. So all of this is a combination of what you will be seeing. These are the red flags that you need to see to be aware if you haven't done enough research in the man that you're choosing to be around your children. Okay? And then I'll leave you with this. Your priority is your child. Delayed dating. You would probably feel panicky about being alone. Deal with the panic. Okay, ladies? Pay attention to the red flags. I hope that I sparked some type of thought process, inspiration, a conversation. Until then, I holla.